All right, welcome guys. Session 12, 13?
12.
12. Um, so we're gonna jump pretty much right in it. The previous session, the group got in front of the swine host that was marching its way towards Volpine, question mark. Uh, got to Volpine, branched out. Some went directly to Meeker at the barracks. Others went to Navari, the mayor, and another group was dealing with the patrol as they were coming in and sharing information. Uh, the group did a fairly good job disseminating information, some of which was also confirmed by your mutual friend in Grissa, who was in very bad shape upstairs in Navari's, uh, the mayoral patch in Navari's home, or where she's made residence. Mm, the group and the leadership of the town uh, fairly well with relative ease and keeping the populace calm of Volpine proper, which is around about 650 individuals, uh, did make their way, I guess it's more southish, uh, to the Foxwoods that were close to the town. And they traveled about 45 minutes or so inward in the middle of the night until the tree lines or the density of the trees became too much for the carts that of supplies and materials and goods that were being taken by the individuals. So camp was made. It was a pretty big sprawling camp. There were some interactions between Roque and Navari, where the group or Roque was exposed to maybe some of her shorter temperament. Uh, but again, she still helped him a bit in that Grissa sees potential in Roque, and therefore seems like that common friendship and that bond that those two share spilled over a little bit into Navari. Uh, the group did manage to settle down for the night. They needed to rest, so the group did sleep very well. And when morning came, surprise, surprise, nothing happened after discussions of what might happen. And the group woke to a more quiet breakfast, mostly of like porridges and oats and such, probably to kind of keep maybe to keep the scent and the odor and the presence of the camp as hidden as possible. They did have some discussions with Meeker and Navari on what the plan was going forward. And after conversing and getting some information out, uh, the group was kind of going back and forth, trying to find Roque, trying to find Marb. Uh, Marb did successfully gain a night get a brazier for Roque to be able to do a ritual. The group heard screams and squeals coming from the far end of the camp, and we picked up with the group taking action, and it would be about running 10-ish minutes or so because it is a pretty large sprawling camp. So yeah, it's you guys at probably a dead sprint if no one gets in your way. It would take y'all around about 10 minutes to get to where you believe you heard the calamity. Now, what would you guys like to do? And if I missed anything, please go ahead and add it to the recap if pertinent.
I mean, was anyone else in the camp responding to the hubbub?
Yes. So, from what you can see, there is some shuffling in the direction of the sounds. There were 30, 40 esque Verdant Cause members plus militia that were kind of within the camp. Did you see all of them? Absolutely not. But you do see some motion going towards the commotion. Meeker and Navari are both heading in that direction. And you can see as Meeker's heading, he's kind of pointing out to militia members and verdant cause members is like, you two come with me, we're going, and he's starting to pick up the pace, and he's actually fairly fast for who he is. Starting to kind of outpace the two that are following him.
Yeah, I definitely would just be blindly following wherever they're going, wherever they think the danger is.
Yeah.
Is it the same direction as the sounds that we heard right before?
Yeah, so they're heading more like towards here. So if you can look at the map, y'all are more in the northern portion where the group is clustered. And the sounds are coming from the opposite end, closer to the southern, or I guess not southern,
It's
the
west,
western.
yeah.
Western. So as you guys are running, if you are doing a full out sprint, it'll be, like I said, with no one in your way, about 10 minutes. Is there anything you're doing, anything you're looking out or looking for, or is you just focusing? Dregnar is going to just start bolting, and he's starting to keep up with Meeker.
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
fast. He's speedy dude. Yeah.
Speedy
Definitely
little short legs.
running that way.
So I guess prepare my bow and arrow.
Okay. So as the groups, at least as Davis and Al and Roque and I'm going to say it's the host, the y'all's group starts preparing and running in the direction of the sounds, you do see some commotion and some calamity, and some of the cause members and even some of the more like the leadership of the town are trying to keep people calm, trying to usher them carefully. But yeah, no one's gonna actually like stop to talk. They're just kind of like they're shuffling east away from the commotion. Dregnar continues to bolt with Meeker, and Navari is running, but she's a little bit slower than you guys, being of such a small halfling frame. And the camp itself is made up of majority halflings. There's some half elves, there's humans, there's dwarves. So actually, it's not too difficult to see over the majority of the crowd, as most of you are.
As I run near Navarre, I'll ask if she wants a lift.
Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't take it as an insult, because like
she takes it as an insult. I guarantee you.
That's fine.
No. I guess I know you're not trying to really give me a persuasion check.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have the tact to really 15 plus stuff. 18 total.
Direct.
18 total.
How much?
18 total. 15 plus 3.
Oh, she kind of looks at you, kind of gives a quick grunt, puts her hand out, and I guess you just kind of scoop her, kind of get your hand, kind of jumps on your back, and you're hauling it.
Oh, yeah, I'll let her, if she wants to stand on my shoulders and shit, that's fine too.
You are plenty
So you
strong.
say that now.
Man, I've worked with the small people in our shows, so.
Oh, you can't say that.
I could say
You're
that.
gonna get super mad.
So yeah, for you with your strength, it doesn't even slow you down. You're
right.
Something wrong. Navari, from her vantage point, I guess is gonna look out, rolls a natural 19. Corbin can be witness.
Can confirm.
Let me pull up her stat block real quick.
I call shenanigans. He's on the take.
Can't
prove anything yet.
He's looking at the DM rolls. It's not fair.
He's got a blade up to his head and everything. He's like, the degree. It's up to his
19.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That's what it says, man.
He's gonna start rolling budget.
Just want to go home.
Marb, Meeker, and Dregnar begin to pull away from the group as they are naturally the fastest. Marb, you're kind of just, intuitive with weaving through the woods and getting to your quarry as fast as you can.
Marb, are you running separate from us, or are you running with the group?
So
go ahead if you want to.
Actually, I would run with the group because I'm not gonna go the thing I want to scout around.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying. So, but definitely Dregnar and Meeker are going to start pulling ahead of the group. Roque is, keeping up as best as he can. Surprisingly, you would think for his awkward shape and all the strappings and bags and knickknacks tied to a shell that he'd fall behind, but he's actually keeping up using his staff. He's trying to keep pace with the one bird that's left.
Right.
Trying to keep up with Marb. And as Navari's kind of scanning out, she starts calling out to some people. There's a elderly dwarven female and male, and she calls out to Ingrid, "What's happening?" And she gets the response of, "We don't know. There was noise and commotion. We're just getting to the other." And she's kind of just, as she's on Davis's back, Navari nods and kind of, in a sense, as she was very playfully when y'all first came into town, slapping everyone on the ass, kind of like spurs Davis to run faster.
Immediately run as fast as I can.
All right. And then as it's going, like it's actually a pretty nice day. It's early morning. The sun is coming through. You're not in the very densest portions of the Foxwood, so beams of sunlight are coming through. It's such a difference being on this part of the woods as it was even over by the swine fields, where the woods were still alive, but they were still fighting off that unnatural, I guess, corruption, let's call it. And here it's vibrant, it's green. You're seeing animals, chipmunks, voles, different manners of birds as you're running by. And the people are ushering through, and people are not necessarily even taking the things that they're leaving. And the group, after a few minutes, you're able to go and you hear through the commotion, there are some, again, of those squeals. And then as you get closer to it, you start hearing the sounds of people not like in like agony in a sense, kind of like pain is taking them, and you're like, help, But as you're scanning, I guess everyone will be scanning. Can y'all all give me a perception check?
Ooh, natural
Everyone
20. So, 24.
Whoa.
All right, I need total. So.
Oh damn! See,
What?
that's also got a natural 20.
Another. Okay, so I'm just gonna, because it's.
Do I even roll?
We got plenty of natural 20s, so don't worry about it. Okay, so the group is running up. You're kind of in sync. You know, you've been together for 5 days now, pushing on to the 6th day. There's becoming kind of this, I don't know, like a bond being, and you're kind of used to now running in together. And Marb and Gustav are leading the way. You don't see the swine folks that are squealing. You hear them, and it's kind of like echoing through the woods and that. But you see, Davis, you definitely see it with your natural 20. That as you get kind of closer to screams of agony, you see clay jars or clay jars, glass jars, all manners of that. It seemed to be like lobbed and shattered, and you see writhing, squirming masses of the worms that you originally saw in the incubators, just
So
like
just
as a wave
strewn on the ground.
Yeah, and they're just sprawling out, and they're going after people.
I'm gonna go
And you
start
see some
hacking
people
them.
that
I'm
are-
gonna just go run at them and hack them and like yell at
Okay.
Navari like these things are bad news.
Okay. And she's on top, and she's like, "What do we do? How do we take care of them?"
Hit them. That's all I know.
Smash them.
Shoot him. Let him. Plenty of options.
Real good.
Yeah. You guys see dozens of it's just clay pottery, vases, just any type of like container that seem to have been either placed or possibly lobbed or somehow, and then they've been broken, and you just see thousands of these things, hundreds possibly, just sprawling out, and you see there's a number of people down, kind of like batting at their arms, rolling around, trying to apparently fight off what's got onto them. So as you're like hacking and slashing through some of the ones that are like in the piles of the ground, easy enough. These things are not hard to hit. They're just kind of everywhere.
And I'll like yell at Dregnar to do the same. Like, smash some worms, dude.
All right. Dregnar gets to like pulling out his pulls out like a club rather than using his fists because I don't know. He sees like the people getting like the worms actually like crawling on him, and he just starts bashing into him. I guess Meeker is out in front, and he takes like a group of 2 or 3 of the Verdant Cause members with him in the militia, and they're starting to just kind of slash at the ground and get all that. But again, there's at this point, as you're like in the let's call it ground zero of what happened, there's probably at least 24 individuals that are like on the ground trying to fight these things off of them.
I'm gonna focus on the people. I'm gonna pull out a dagger, kneel next to somebody to like try to stop squirming and try to
stab the person.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
Oh no.
In the meantime, Grant tells Marb he wants to talk to Marb really quick. Just wants to say, you and Gustav can't get caught, can't get trapped today. You're the best trackers. You're better than any of the trackers the cause here. So you have to be able to lead these people to safety, no matter what. I think the dwarf is feeling nothing but bloodlust, so I'll try and get him out. But you two have to be able to guide everyone.
So yeah, Al, you kind of get over to a. You get lucky. You get over to the Earth Genasi butler that was actually at Navarre's household, and he's got a few of these, but it seems like his skin's a little bit more tough. And with your dagger, you kind of help as one's kind of digging. You say, "This is gonna hurt." You kind of dig in a little bit, and you get it, and you manage to pull out of a swarming mass of like 3 or 4 of them that were starting to burrow into his left forearm. And he just looks at you and says, "Thank you." And then he kind of gets up and starts like trying to go over to someone else and help them.
There we go.
With their with what's going on. Navarre kind of calls out and she's like, "We gotta attend to the people." So Navarre actually kind of jumps off of you, Davis, and starts running over to.
As she says it, I'll be like, "That's what I'm doing, smacking stuff."
She's like, "All right." And she's gonna do medicine check, not the best, but she's able to pull off 4 worms from a different individual. I mean, you see some of the individuals that are furthest away from the camp, or like actually like kind of close to where there's a couple broken into these jars. They're not moving right now. They're kind of just down. But I don't know what all y'all want to do. And then now the group is basically kind of gathered, kind of move y'all in a sense.
Can I roll? Sorry, can I roll something to determine if like blocking the pots will stop the worm coming out?
Sure. Give me a nature check.
A what?
Nature.
Nature.
See if you can discern the nature of these worms and what they're doing.
Sure. Oh no. Totally.
I think it's a +0 for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
That too looked real sketchy.
Okay. So it doesn't look like the jars are so much spawning them or anything. It's just like they must have been just carried and like they're coming out of them. So if you break the jars anymore, there's probably whatever's left in there will get out. Let's see. So Roque will give me. So if someone wants to roll me an intelligence just a flat art intelligence check for Roque. And Al, you can roll me an intelligence check as well.
I'll roll for Roque. 3 plus whatever he has. God damn it.
Intelligence. Okay.
So plus 20 to intelligence.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
No,
Plus
he's
3 for
plus
him.
3. Yeah.
And what did Al get?
I got that +0.
Does he get a reroll because he has his familiar again?
Does he want to portent this? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually,
that was portent dice, so we're fine. So Al, with 18, it looks like maybe for you, you're kind of putting it slightly together that these were probably like the first wave of attack. Like maybe they were left at night to kind of weaken the people, get them scattered, get them that, and then just happened with the motion of the morning. Maybe someone knocked over the first jar or something like that, or reached in the wrong place, and then all of a sudden the assault happened.
Okay.
And then Al, you remember Roque saying the whole methodology of it is the worms infest, get people sick, get them weak, convert them into that flesh to be used. So the people that are like fighting off these worms, you're kind of more eager to possibly help them and kill whatever worms are off. And the worms are just sprawling out as the group is just Gustav's hacking and slashing, you're stomping and slashing. Dregnar is just going nuts with his mate.
I think eventually, eventually I might take out a torch and start doing it that way.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, you take out a torch and start lighting a blaze as you can.
Trying not to light the fucking forest on fire, obviously.
Hey man, fuck it, scorched earth, everything's gotta go.
That's better than worms.
Well, I mean,
anything's better than worms. Burn it all down.
It's a lush green forest at this point, at least, so I think it's less likely to go up. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Your intuition is, it's the morning. There's that dew still kind of there. You're starting the greenery is not going to catch. You're getting the worms.
Oh, it's gonna catch. It's a trick.
And yeah, the worms, as you remember, the first time you expose them to fire, they start to roll up and bloat. And
Roque is gonna start throwing fire bolts everywhere.
All right, Roque is gonna start throwing fire bolts. Someone roll me just a d20 just to see how well Roque is doing.
Do it, Angie.
I hope I roll a 1.
It's gotta be a 2. 2 is this roll.
Yeah, a 2 to 4 is the Roque's 9. Okay, so his Arcana +7 if I recall correctly.
It is.
Yeah, he's managing. He's sustaining fireballs every 6 seconds. Just going, a little bit not that fast, obviously, but and you see the worms popping. Eventually, Navari will get to one individual, a young, looks like a human boy who's face down, and she kind of goes over to him and kind of puts her hands on him, kind of to help lift him, and you can kind of see her expression kind of drop, where it kind of goes that, and it looks as if the boy is non-moving.
I'll run over and try to heal him. Actually, can I, if I can, use my moment of courage, if I may?
Yeah, go ahead and
spending a merit die for it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it will be +4 plus my and then they can spend hit dice, but
okay. Unfortunately, you don't waste the usage of it. You kind of attempt, you talk to the boy, you're like, hey, come on, we gotta go, we gotta go. And Navari's kind of there, and Navari just kind of tells you he's passed.
Oh, okay. So I don't use a die.
Yeah, you don't use it. And as you're up there close, you see just underneath his skin, just where the worms are just kind of moving and crawling around. The back.
I'll say, well, if he's gone, then the things inside him are not. That's all I'll say. That's all I really know how to say.
Okay.
And if Al's nearby, I'll be like, hey Al, this guy's he's about ready to pop, I think.
Okay, so it's too late for any kind of healing?
Yeah, he's gone, but the creepy crawlers are in him.
What do you want to do? Do we stand by? That just takes a while, right? Shit.
You don't know.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
The only exposure you guys have is
We're definitely not panicking. Everything is fine.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man! Oh heck!
Jeez, Rick.
Go ahead and give me another medicine check as you're trying to discern this thing's gonna.
He's got worms in him, Morty. You gotta cut him open. Gotta take this rusty knife, hack him open. It's the only way.
I'm not excited for this at all.
Oh man, this is super gross and upsetting.
My bonuses, I got 13 total.
No. Unfortunately, yeah, you have no idea. The boy's body is not bloated or anything. It's kind of there must be a few dozen worms that have gone into him.
He's moving.
And yeah, he's squirming, but his body is motionless otherwise. It's not like he's starting to like twitch or that. It's just the skin underneath the skin is moving. Yeah, and you have your only experience was with massive ogre that was probably infested for weeks and weeks.
Mm-hmm.
In this case. So Navari just kind of puts the boy down gently and says, Davis, and Al, you hear this? I'm sorry. And then goes on to the next individual that's face down. And as it plays out, that some individuals are like fighting off the worms. 2 more, 3 more, an elderly half-elven female, a Aerogenasi male that are just face down and all the same. They're just unmoving, and underneath their skin, there's just that riling mass of worms as they do what they do.
Davis, we gotta do something about them, but morally, I don't know. The villagers probably want to bury with I don't know.
We can worry about that later. I gotta go back to, like, I'm just literally just gonna run back to like where all the other worms were and just start burning them again.
Okay.
Because that's the problem I know how to solve.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good call. I'll follow suit.
It's like a plan. Set stuff on fire.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the morning is quickly starting to, as your morning had like a jump start to it. After about 15 more minutes of this, the group successfully ends up slashing and hacking and burning, firebolting as many worms as they could find. There are about 20 deceased, and you don't have an idea if there's any have worms that got in them and were running. So there might be some others that are, infested, let's call it, that ran deeper into camp that you don't know. Navari.
We're not burning everybody.
Damn it.
I'd say the more important question is, did someone sneak into camp in the middle of the night to get all these people infected? Like, what happened?
Is Meeker nearby?
Yeah, Meeker has been side by side with y'all, just cleaning up, and
So,
Meeker is starting to.
I know we were rushed last night, but did we have any sort of perimeter set for this to check for people trying to do stuff like this?
Did we actually circle the wagons? Wasn't that a thing?
You circled them to the best of your ability, but the camp would be due to it being
kind of scattered. Yeah,
it's scattered. So they were like pockets of wagons, and this is like the most westernly section. So it was like probably the closest to where the host of the swine folks were. So it's probably the first one they ran into. And Meeker does and say, men posted, but we're stretched very thin.
But I think the more important question is, why go through all the trouble of infecting these people rather than simply wiping us out? Like, what's the advantage here?
I was talking.
And perhaps more troublingly, how did they get in without anyone noticing? These pigs aren't exactly stealthy.
Not at all. I was talking with Roque before this commotion started. We think they're using them for some kind of fuel, some kind of conversion to make more. Like, remember the first house, all the puddles and the worms. I think this is like degrading them, converting them into something else.
Right, but again, my question is, why humans? Like, is there some inherent advantage to using sentient creatures over swine? I mean, it seems swine are perfectly sufficient for what they need to do.
Let's see. All right, so good point. Anyone? Let me see. It's much easier when I have more understanding. See all of them training. if you're, let's just put it this way, if you're trained in religion or medicine, you can give me a roll as y'all having this conversation. Roque is going to guidance himself. Rolls a 4.
Is that the first time he's ever done that? I think it is.
He's ever
Probably.
done it. I think he's done it once, like to himself.
Nice.
Religion. Okay, so +9 on this for him. Can someone roll, please?
You need plus d20 plus 9, the d20
Yeah.
11. So
11. So 20 for Roque. 16. Okay, so yeah. The two clerics
Nice.
kind of are listening to this and feeding off of each the ideas and everything, and then Grant, you why are they going after humans? You get kind of stuck on that, and Roque kind of just comes out and just says, "It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. They just need material. The worms convert people into the pus material." And then John and Grant, you kind of confirm that, okay, they're, because you were part of the interrogation, it clicks
Sure.
that I'm
But
kind
I
of,
would still think they'd be going after the pigs too, then, like, or just go east into the fields and grab all the cattle and everything. That's a lot of material, also.
Or it seems to me it's much easier to gather material when everyone's just dead. So why
Just
not
run us over.
march in here,
Yeah.
kill everyone, and then convert people? Why go through all this trouble doing it
Yeah.
this way? It doesn't make sense.
They haven't been stealthy before.
Something else is going on here.
Gustav, were you part of the interrogation? I can't remember.
No, I was not.
No, okay, so yeah.
We know they have like.
Simon has other plans, but it's I don't understand either.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead, Nico. My bad.
Could be an illusion or like a distraction.
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, it didn't take much to send us all scurrying to this side of the camp.
as soon as you say that, I'm gonna just look really intensely back at the other part of the game.
Squint extra
Yeah,
hard.
no, seriously, because I'm like, oh shit, maybe he's right.
Okay, yeah. So,
Oh man, I hate it when I'm right.
all right, Cher, give me a perception check.
Yeah, like I wasn't trying to. 15.
Okay. So yes, you were correct. Then, like, it did succeed. A large number of y'all side. But no, like, as you kind of look back, it just seems like the commotion carried people in one direction, and now it's been 20-ish plus minutes. There doesn't seem to be any extra commotion now coming from the other side where y'all. And with that 15, as you kind of innately kind of scout around again, you don't see any of the swine folk. You kind of hear once in a while like a distant squeal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
say I'm a little distracted. I'm not gonna be paying that much attention to it at this point.
Yeah, you just kind of hear that. Gustav, give me a history check. If you're not proficient in it, you're considered proficient in this one.
Just history?
Yes, please.
Okay. 17?
Is that with your proficiency bonus?
Oh, with the proficiency bonus.
Add 2.
Who's that?
19. So 19, I think, or is it 20?
Well, I just don't remember where they list. There, yeah. So yeah, that would be 19.
19, yeah. So your intuition, your military mind kind of starts kicking in, and this maybe not so much as a distraction, but maybe more of like a scare tactic or a means to get any capable combatants exposed, and maybe to get them to waste some of their efforts and energies. It's conducive to that squealing every once in a while. People that y'all are not alone. Yeah, the other side of the camp seems fine. Meeker and some of the Verdant Cause are dragging the 20-ish dead bodies in kind of setting them up in a line on the far end of the camp, kind of away from everyone else, laying them face up so they could possibly be identified, and they're going as best they can and kind of covering them up for the time being. Navari is just kind of walking, kind of following behind, and now that's been.
So at this point, we've gotten rid of all the.
Does it sound like the squeals are coming from the city?
Yeah, they're more from so the direct west of y'all, and then kind of coming more from the north of y'all. So from the city, and then the little forest lip below y'all.
I want Roque to send the bird above the tree line to look at the city to see if there's like activity in the city at all.
Okay.
If you can see that far. If you can't, that's fine.
All right. Roque goes to the other bird in the party and goes to Marb, and I need your breakfast bowl.
I hand it immediately.
Okay.
Like, got it, and like throw it like really proud.
Okay, he gets it, kind of scoops out whatever's left in it, puts it down. He pulls out his book, puts it down on the ground. He's like, okay, I got this. And he's going to not cast it ritually, but he's just going to take, he's going to read over it.
Still casting time of 1 hour, I think.
Ooh, I got to see how long it takes. I think it's 10 minutes, if I recall right.
No,
you're right.
I just realized this. Can I ask add a character question? We did a long rest last.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to hit. Forgot to save the refresh. Yeah. So go ahead and confirm the long rest. Go. My bad.
I thought he summoned the bird already.
No, he had the materials. He never had the time.
Right.
Oh, I see.
He's like, I'm gonna need 1 hour, and he's just gonna start like where y'all are at. He just kind of puts the brazier down. Does.
Oh no! If the bird, sorry, that I don't want to wait an hour. I think we should move before then.
Okay, he kind of looks up and he says, "You sure?" And okay, and gets the brazier and just kind of finds a loose strapping and just kind of ties it around one of the ends, and it's got it hanging off the shell now.
So basically, he just asks you to give him the brazier, and then isn't doing anything with it.
Yeah. Past him. Yes, and to say some of the squealing sounds are.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like really pissy and angry now, and I'm just gonna say like to Gustav and Graham, be like, so what are we doing?
Just try to save as many people. Just everyone's dead
these
already.
People are dead. What do we do now?
Then I vote we burn the dead body and run as far away as we.
I certainly agree with the first part.
I mean,
Meeker agrees with burning the bodies.
Fine.
As dignified of a send-off as we can afford these people.
Fine, and I'll start piling bodies.
How far would it be to get out of the woods with the bodies?
Well, so.
Or are there any clearings?
No. So where y'all had traveled as far into the woods before it became wagon and everything. From this point, it starts getting much more dense. There are tens, if not hundreds of miles potentially of woods, depending on what direction you go. Cool. This is a massive forest. Like the Foxwoods is just a region of the High Pines. And the High Pines are surround a mountain range, and so far.
So Meeker, how do we burn these bodies without setting the entire woods on fire? What do we do?
He'll just say, we'll find the biggest clearing in this area and just might as well light them. The woods will recover even if they catch some.
Can the druids help us maybe?
Yeah, will the druids be more powerful?
Yeah.
They might know a better way to honor the dead.
As you say, like, the druids.
Like if they can.
Yeah. As you say that, he's like, Navarre kind of says, yeah, so let me, where are they? And as that's happening, one of the dryad just kind of steps out from a nearby tree and not one that y'all recognize. And
It's about time you guys got here.
doesn't seem to understand you, and starts speaking Sylvan to
Tortle, we
Alright.
need you.
Oh, good. More of this crap.
Yeah.
We
And,
really need to learn.
as it's really quick. Yeah, so like some of the group is piling bodies, and then Navari has an exchange, and Roque is translating as best as he can while the conversation is going. And the Navari says, "We need to get rid of these bodies. They need to be destroyed and the corruption contained." And the Dryad nods her head. And as you guys start piling the body, you just see some of these like roots and vines start coming and grabbing some of the ones that and starts kind of putting them in a mound, and they start to like kind of put a pile, and then the roots start to kind of swirl up around them, and then kind of encase it, and then it just starts to, you kind of hear this as the kind of earth kind of shakes a little bit, and it's just dragging the bodies down, and eventually the ground flattens out, smooths out, and it's just as if there were no bodies there.
I hope that does it. I hope that's good enough.
That's good
Navari,
enough.
the Lawbringer will forgive us this small transgression. We need to keep moving to save the rest of the cities.
As you say that, Meeker, in kind of a huff and looking at Navari, says, maybe it's time we try to slow these guys down and give them a chance to get further in the woods. I mean, your friends are here. They can help us fight, right? And Navari just nods as she's focusing on that burial ritual that kind of just happened. And she nods and just absentmindedly says, "Nature is cruel." And she turns and looks at this. Sylvan says something. He nods, and you can see her step back into the tree. And Navari says, "We'll have reinforcements in a matter of moments."
Good.
Then we had the other direction.
And so Meeker is pointing like to a couple of his verdant cause. Is like, "You, Dwarf, you like beating things to a pulp, right?" And Dregnar just kind of cracks his knuckles and grunts. He's like, "You're with me." "Navari, you coming?" She says, "Once the reinforcements get, I'll join up with you." And it looks like Meeker's planning on going in and towards the direction of Oldheim proper.
So I'll yell after him. It's like, you need any help?
If you're willing to fight, we got to give people time to get further in the woods. And you can see he's starting to like, you actually taking a look at Meeker, and he's got his really nice short blade on him, and he's got on his other side a bundled up whip, decent looking armor. He's still got his cowboy hat going on. I think his like blade looks more kind of like a machete. There should be an image of him in your handbook, which is still shared. I don't know if this pops it up if I open it for you guys.
So what is it? Does he want to build traps or something along the road? Does he just want to go try and fight a few?
It sounds like he wants to go fight a few, cause a distraction, slow them down.
Suicide mission into the middle of town square? That kind of distraction? Oh,
Are you
that's,
asking him
I
suicide?
mean, that is pretty distracting.
it is. I mean, for like 5 minutes.
For a lot of, for some people, it's distracting for the rest of your life because you're dead.
That's true. It's true. It's us. Yeah. So Grant is like, how old is Meeker? Does he look young? Is he middle aged? What is he like?
Looks like he's in his 40s. He's a human, looking like he's in his 40s. So his facial hair and his long hair, has still got plenty of dark brown, black color to it. There's not really any signs of gray. He's called an older Meeker, but it's almost like he's old in experience and in probably wartime veteranship. He's not necessarily an old man.
can I try to convince him otherwise to like take care of the people?
So,
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you meant convince him that he's old.
I was gonna say the same.
That not like
No, actually, you are old. And shit,
are old,
fuck you,
yeah.
bud.
Gray hairs start to sprout
Came off.
immediately.
Like,
No,
no,
he's right.
no.
How did you know?
all right, as you guys are kind of like discussing, Navari grabs Roque and says, "Come with me. I need your help." And then she starts heading up east, or on this map, north, or the top of the map, to where the majority of the people are. And she kind of calls back, "I gotta keep people calm. I'll catch up." And she starts. Those two start heading up.
Do we want to go with this Meeker guy, guys? I don't know. But if we're not gonna go with him, what do we do?
I feel like this group would be a lot smaller than what we saw yesterday. I don't know how much we'd be exposed to. Sounds real dangerous.
I mean, I don't mind danger, but I do mind like pointless suicide missions.
Meeker may not be the best, but he is still the leader of the verdant cause here. And if he dies, it's just gonna make things more difficult.
Yeah.
To manage, to control.
Meeker chimes in and says, "We know the city better. We're just gonna go in, kill a few pigs, distract them, give people time to get further away. Reinforcements are coming." And he kind of looks at you and says, "Seeing what the dryads can do, right?"
Not really.
I don't think.
We saw them crushed.
I
the
mean,
fights.
they just saw like their bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, then you don't know what they can do.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then, fun should have asked questions.
He doesn't know what y'all seen, so.
Yeah, that's why the answer is no, not really.
Well, they have.
If
these-
anything, we've been a bigger aid to them than they have been to us, which isn't to say that they haven't helped us some, but they've not
I feel like
proven.
we've been a little more proactive.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I've seen they have these plant people.
We've seen that, but I've never seen it fight.
It's a treat, trust me. And
Then
he just,
No
Where are
suicide
they?
missions then, whatever.
he's like, he says, "I don't know. I've just seen before," and he's starting to head. He's taking him and a few of like the verdant cause members that are Dregnar away from you guys.
Hey, Davis.
Yeah.
Bananas, I guess.
Yeah, what's up? I don't know, man.
If we could see terrifying plant people kick some pig ass, I'm up for it.
I mean, I'm for it too, but I don't think
Far
that's.
is wrong.
All right, buddy. You know what? If you want to go, let's go. I'm in.
All right.
Fine, we'll bring them back. Suicide mission. Thank God we're good.
Oh dear God. Okay,
Very
we're going.
skeptical of this mission, but join for the prospect killer.
Remember what I said half an hour ago about not getting trapped and needing Gustav and Marb to stay alive? This is where we failed.
But there's tree people. He said it's a tree. I'm enticed.
All right. I believe in the tree people too then. We're gonna do this.
Well, no one said adventuring would be easy, so.
Yeah, we've killed plenty of them already. Just another day, another paycheck. Ooh.
Okay, so
We haven't really gotten our first paycheck. I'm out of character.
yeah, you guys have all.
I mean, I
We've
got
been doing
something.
Hey, read the room, man.
Okay.
I will say,
So-
if I could, real quick, Adam, since I with the Sternhammers told me to kind of cover that stuff up. I mean, obviously my glaive is not covered right now, but I will I'll say maybe last night I cut like a piece off of a bedroll or something that I can use as a cover, and then
Okay,
I'll
nice.
do it. I'll cover it now as we're about to go.
Okay. So I'm gonna start playing music. I don't know the settings. Forgive me if it's super loud or if it even plays. I don't know. One of the different.
You just turn it down on our own thing first, I guess. And then
Yeah.
you can turn it on.
So it should be playing. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work on this
I
computer.
don't hear anything or see
Okay,
anything.
yeah, it doesn't even play on this computer. Okay, well, sorry, no, I guess.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Like I hit play and it just doesn't move.
Do you want to sing it for us or tell us what it is on YouTube?
Give us a YouTube playlist.
Just go.
You know,
open
guys,
up-
it's like.
Oh, that's why. I lost it. Okay, yeah. Let me Oh yeah, shit. I completely lost the internet. Give me a second.
Oh,
No, not the Pokemon. Battle.
Yeah, right.
I'm on 10.
If I can't hear it, I literally cannot enjoy the game. It's impossible.
Maybe.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, okay. So this is gonna build up music. So, as what is this? This is 1, 2, 6. How many of y'all? Dregnar, 7, 8, 9. As about a little more than a dozen start marching towards Volpine. Y'all also included. As you're heading, there's a few birds that kind of just fly overhead, and as you look up, Grant, you kind of see, and then you look down from a tree that's but 20 feet away from you. You see we're gonna, as you know them as a guardian manifest, and then just start walking alongside with you, and then another guardian, and then another guardian, and another, kind of bolstering your numbers. You have about 6 guardians marching alongside with you all.
I'm like, all right, Al, this is pretty cool. You were right.
And they're just literally just emerging from one and it just kind of strapping together. Very Swamp Thing-esque as he just kind of apparates out of vegetation. They don't say anything. They just seem to be like marching alongside with y'all ready.
I'm gonna clap one on the shoulder just to see what it does.
I wouldn't touch that. As you reach out.
As you clap on it, it continues.
Backhands you.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I mean, it just goes full WWE, just tombstone pile driver. How do you even get me in the? Oh man!
You're somehow in a tree. No.
Choke slammed immediately.
As you put your your large hand kind of on its shoulder, and it does like clap echoes kind of through the woods. Yeah. It's vacant face as it it doesn't have eyes or a mouth, just towards you, nods once, and then continues marching.
Nice.
And
good talk.
Yeah. So the hero's going. What are you guys doing? Are you going in stealthy? Are you going?
I mean, we got a giant fucking tree man, so I feel like
not giant.
6 of them.
We're gonna go
So
guns blazing.
They're humanoid size, so they're large humanoids. So they're not large by size. They're 7 foot.
Goliath size.
That's still pretty big. I feel like if those guys are stomping around, we can pretty
bigger than the
get
pigs
in there.
were.
I'll say between the anger I was feeling before and the somewhat excitement for these new guys, there's no way I'm gonna be like stealthy.
Okay, cool.
Not to mention, we've been on edge for like the whole previous evening and morning.
Yeah, I'm almost just kind of excited to go like hit shit.
Yep.
All right. So unfortunately, the time of
You got
day
2
on
guys in chainmail, 2 guys in splint mail, right?
Something like that.
I'm in scale, but yeah.
Right, so
Marb's cawing up a storm, and it's great.
I mean, Marb, you could, if you want to do some scare tactics or some shit, man, that's all on you.
Oh man, you go full Baka.
God
bless.
It's like the pigs are like, he must be insane. What's happening? All right, I'm gonna.
You have no idea.
I'm gonna 1 second. I'm just moving y'all to another part of the map. Fortunately, the time of day on this is not correct. But
game's ruined.
I don't know.
My immersion.
My immersion, it's gone.
Scroll
Such
down.
a fragile thing.
Okay. Yeah, down here.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So there aren't people fishing, obviously, but this is kind of the closest representation that I have of what this part of Volpine looks. The trees are mixed of this type, hazel, pine, and all that. but very much the structures are like this with the wood,
Cool.
dark woods and the lighter clays. I guess everyone's trained in perception, so everyone give me ascertain as you approach. And if there's anything specific that you keep an eye out for or listen for,
5.
you know.
So I don't see shit. I'm busy thinking about tree men kicking
Yeah.
ass. It's very distracting.
Same with Al. So Al and
Oh,
Marb, you're excited to see Treeman kick ass, but in a different way. Because you almost died. Like you had like about a day before, almost fell to your death potentially, and now you're about to kick some
So
big
cool.
ass. Yeah. Dave, the same with you. So as you guys are, it's not so much that you do start seeing kind of the detachments and stuff of the main swine host, and you more hear it. There's that rumor that the sounds of bodies moving around town, patrolling potentially. You hear like even like the sound of like doors, you know, them forcing their entrance into whatever. You don't see too much. You do see a few of them, and Meeker kind of gets, as you get closer to like the very edge of the woods, he kind of stops everyone and then kind of says, "All right, so we're gonna make a break to that large building over there. We're gonna use that as our point of cover, and we're gonna then just kind of, as a group, move one way and just cut a slaw, you know, as best as we can. Just cut through what we can, make noise eventually. We're gonna be quiet. Once we have to make noise, we make noise. And we back up to the woods. Just trying to buy time and distract. Hit and run tactics."
Got it. And then
no, yeah. So, I don't know.
Are you actually?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not until Grognar starts raging at full throat. If he does that, then I guess I might as well. But other than that, I'm not going to do that.
So, as that's going, as the turns are going, you can see passive insight. Yeah, Grant, definitely with your passive insight, the militia and the Volpine, blah blah blah, Verdant Cause, they are pretty nervous. They're pretty scared, but they seem
Are
to.
they any good? Are they usually any good?
Do you know? So, from your history traveling through this area, especially when you were younger, you know that the Verdant Cause, it's those that are trained, like properly trained and make it through the ranks and everything. They're they're fine. They're great. They keep the largest nation on this continent protected. It's just it's a massive continent, so they're spread very.
Nice.
So can I try and do warlordy shit and just say, like, just kind of maybe get all up in their faces, drill sergeant style, and just be like, listen, we don't have to take them all down now, but you know, if we can just get some of them, it's like we've taken care of some of these guys before, and with you guys now, it's like we can kick some real ass. Let's go kick some ass, guys.
Okay. Give me I guess this is kind of like a pump up. Give me a performance.
Sure.
Kind of pumping them up.
Yeah.
Take inspiration.
Yeah, 4 plus 7, so 11.
11. Meeker's there too, and they're looking at him for, you know, some encouragement. Meeker kind of nods and says, you know, between all of us, we should be able to do sizable damage. You know, it's not always the largest forces that win guerrilla tactics. We've got this. And
I mean, being the larger force helps, but yeah, sure.
you can see like a little bit of like a girl on Meeker's face. And as he turns, the 6 guardians that are with y'all start to like move forward, and then they just kind of start to slide almost into the ground. And you can just kind of barely see like where they're moving in a sense, like where the grass and leaves are moving, and they're just kind of.
I was gonna point at him and look back and forth between those and Davis, like.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sick. All right, let's go. And just like immediately, like, all right, let's go, and then just like to the building that he said we were gonna use as cover.
You guys gets his...
Safety first, and I'll strap the shield on finally.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, with whatever preparations y'all are, the group starts moving. Gustav and Marb, give me survival to see if you can get the group to move well together and possibly out of gazing eyes.
Nope, critical fail.
Ooh.
Oh no. Well,
Oh,
All right, I start picking.
Oh
critical
my
fail
goodness.
too. Oh my god.
Taking
Well.
out my shield. Hell yeah.
We get
all
lost.
right. As
We all arrive at different places. 5 different parties.
all right.
All that shit that I just said, never mind. We're toast.
We try.
Sorry, boys. Looks like we're fucked.
Wow. Okay.
Double ones.
You
Yeah.
can't say that we didn't try. I mean, we didn't really try. We never got there, but like, whatever.
No, I got you. Let me.
Can't prove shit. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, I got you. I just realized I'm missing a.
A card.
One sec. Work. Alright, I'm just getting all these guys out here for you. Alright, we're good? Okay, cool. Yay for playing at work.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Come get this cards out of there.
Bring him
I
back.
should've
Bring.
done like this.
I wasn't done with them.
That's you. Sorry about that, dude. Okay. So these little fox and the little sigils, those represent the Verdant Cause members with you, the and then the Guardians are with y'all as well. So you actually have a sizable group. Trying to try to keep a lot of bodies.
Screw being quiet. Let's just take the whole town down.
So as you guys are moving, you are focusing on just getting to that building and not necessarily paying attention to the surroundings. And you guys are kind of, taking Marb and Gustav's lead. And as
However ill-advised that might be.
as you guys
Oh, it's good. It's okay.
approach kind of going and then start going to the right, unbeknownst to the entirety of the group, a patrolling host of, we'll see what you guys run into, a patrolling host of some of the swine folk come as if they're coming to make a swoop around to see what's maybe going on the other side of town, see what's going, and I'm going to put some tokens and we're going to go into combat. So that's the big one. So there's 1, 2 of the double bear pigs. 1, 2, 3. Only 1 of these guys. 3 of these guys. And actually 1 of these guys. Okay, cool. So as the group is moving around, they basically are not paying, looking in the direction to their left, focus on getting to the building, and as that corner, they meet the wall. Around that corner comes this detachment of the host, and you just kind of startle and see each other, and you hear, and they blades and weapons are drawn. So everybody, please roll initiative.
Got it. 18.
No shit, the tracker's not up. I apologize.
That's another critical fail. So off to a good start.
Gustav is just anticipating his own death.
Yep.
Just didn't eat your Wheaties this morning.
Clearly.
All right, so you said so. Davis.
I can't see my dice. It's
Are they black for you too?
Yeah, if you do the black color, it's
Yeah.
gonna be black on black.
Well,
There's
no. They're like solid black. Like I don't see any faces on it. It's weird.
Oh, really?
Oh shoot.
Oh,
I
is that
might
what it
be right.
was?
That's probably what it was. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
They spent too much time on the stupid zoom bar, and then the dice don't work.
Oops, I didn't capitalize owl, but owl. Ooh, Marb.
Yeah, nice.
Unforgivable.
Was that Patricia that I heard?
No. Rock's not here. Dregnar's here. Alright, and then I gotta do Meeker. Alright, Meeker. Show these chumps you're not a chump. Nope.
Unless you are in fact a chump, in
Yep.
which case just keep doing.
We're
what you're
gonna make
doing.
fun of you the whole.
Just be yourself.
He's gonna have a midlife
From
crisis
garbage.
at the end of this.
Alright.
Not just garbage, old garbage.
Alright, cool.
Right?
Whatever kind of garbage you want, man.
Alright.
Again, you be you.
Mm-hmm. So,
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Oh, and I forgot to put. And I promise I will try to do both. But these things go quick. Guardians rolled. Huh. Same as Meeker, but they have less dex. Alright, Marb. You startled, even with your natural one. Marb, your turn. Now that I think about it.
Wow. It's rude.
I think that's fair. No, I'm kidding. Now, Marb, they weren't expecting to run into y'all. Y'all were not expecting. Marb, you make it to the building, and you kind of turn, and you see a fair number of pigs. There's some double bear pigs. There's a giant humanoid pig. And there's a whole bunch of other different types of piggies. What do you want to do? They are pretty close to y'all. Maybe the furthest one away is 30 feet from you, the center of the group.
Probably just gonna shoot. You know.
Right.
It's a classic.
Yeah, the classic Marb move. I won't get a
Classic,
lot
hey,
of
just shoot 'em.
notices, but actually, wait, no, because we're gonna have people come close.
D5 and a D. Thank you for pigs.
To whoever the closest. Let's say the big guy. Let's just try to hit the big guy and see what happens.
Okay, so you're gonna shoot at the big humanoid guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks friendly.
It was a 5 and a 6. You said, right? That's what you rolled. Nice. No, a 1 and a. All right, go ahead. Are you regular shot, Marb?
Yeah, because I won't get the damage.
Okay.
Or
Go ahead.
sharpshooter.
Actually,
You can
no,
do
yeah.
Sharpshooter.
Let's do the extra damage.
So you're gonna take the -5. Okay. Oh, so here's a question that I wanted to talk to Marb and Gustav real quick. So right now, your Great Weapon Master / Sharpshooter allows you to take a 10. That's
Take
a very
what?
The
a
-5
-5
plus 10.
to hit to do a +10.
Right.
There is a variant rule for where instead of taking the -5, you agree and you take minus your proficiency, so you roll like a flat amount, and that way it never is becoming, as you level up, your proficiency bonus minus the same, so you're always losing your proficiency bonus to hit, and you're doing double your proficiency damage. So it'd be -2 to hit plus 4 damage, then it'll be -3 to hit plus 6 damage. I don't know if either way y'all want to use it. If we can come to an agreement, it doesn't have to be tonight. We can play with the standard rule. Forgetting to propose this question, but it is a variant accepted rule for Great Weapon Master, Sharpshooter, stuff like that.
Yeah. I'd have to think about it just because I haven't really been using it anyway. Because most of the time I want to be sure that I'm actually hitting anything before I worry about maximizing damage output efficiency or whatever.
I get you. So it's a consideration. This would be less of a minus in a sense,
Right. Well, I'm just that's part of it's just PTSD from all the D&D games I've played where quote basic enemies all have AC 20 and it's just cool.
Well, I
can't hit fucking anything.
I think you've been kind of exposed that these things don't have the highest AC.
Right.
So, but
it
yeah,
would definitely make sense in this context. I'm just so used to that being out of the question.
So it'll be, if you guys decide during this session, let me know. But right now we're going to play with the -5 +10, unless if you both type to each other, decide and say, yeah, we'll just do the minus proficiency plus. Let me know and we'll switch over that on the fly. I just want to give that as an option because it is a rule that I'm willing to entertain. So Marb, sharpshooter, light up the big humanoid piggy.
That's added up. $12.
He's big. He's not wearing armor. It sinks.
Nice.
No damage.
+10.
As you release your bolt, startled, but you kind of take a deep breath, release it. It goes right into the oversized, meaty shoulder of the guy. And he doesn't even really release a squeal. He just kind of. And you can add your thrill of the hunt because he didn't use hit, so another 3 damage. So 20 damage total.
20 damage.
Yeah. All right. Are you moving anywhere? Yeah, he didn't do his hunter's mark, unfortunately.
That's fine.
So that was your action. You still got your movement and a bonus. Davis, you're on deck.
Yep.
For movement, is there any roof that would give me advantage over the...
You can start. I mean, there's that building immediately that you're up to. You can start scaling it if you wish.
Yeah, I'll try that.
All right, it's 30 feet, 35 feet of movement. Just to see, I mean, because of your ranger, you have the you start going. You don't make it, because you have to move up to the building because you're not exactly on it.
Yeah.
But you're up there and your hands are already up on the roof. So next turn you can pull yourself up and you'll be ready to go.
Perfect.
All right. Perfect. And then this guy got a nice big hit.
Yep.
Davis.
Actually, wait a minute. Before, so I should have called the. Or wait, no, wait. I don't have that feature yet. Never mind. I'm thinking of the level 20 shit. Oh wait, no, I do have my. What is it called? The.
If they haven't acted yet.
Yeah. What's that even called? So I would have given it to me, Marb, and I don't know, Al, I guess.
Yeah.
So double proficiency, but so even if he didn't, Marb didn't hit, he would have hit, but.
You would have hit. You're the only one that's going to benefit from it because.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, I got you.
So if there's a group of so if these guys are kind of grouped up somewhere, and are they like melee looking guys or?
Yeah. So let me kind of mix them up a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of give you a more accurate.
Basically, I'm trying to pick an unfair fight with somebody that I can get to. Like if it's like a range or spell looking guy, I'm gonna go run up at them and smack him.
Okay, so there's one little more scrawny looking guy. As you actually are trying to look through the battlefield, what your options are, you see the larger guy that was just shot, and he's just basically rippling muscle pigman. There's the 2 swine, the double bear pigs that you've seen, and one of them is that same type that has like the extra bony plates on it. And then the other one was you guys keep getting 3s. That's got swollen gland and seems to kind of be like drooping and dripping. So that one for sure is the acid one. Run into them. Majority of these double bear, the swine folk. Sorry, the bear folk, the swine folk. They have blades or maces. They have some strappings of armor, like usually like a metal plate of some sort, kind of strapped on their gut. Some of them have like gnarly looking cleavers. And then there's this one little guy kind of further in the back, much smaller in stature. And as you look at him, he has like almost like 2 wooden poles strapped kind of to his back and up there. And there's like some cord hung from it. And from the cord, there's severed human hands just dangling there.
And can I get to him without like having to run next to people?
Kind of rush through the group. You could certainly get to him because you guys got startled up on each other, but you would be into the middle of the group.
But I'd have to like run past. these guys?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
At least one or two
You
of
know what?
them.
I'm actually just gonna run up like just short of the front guy, like the closest group of guys, just in my reach, but
Okay.
not in theirs.
Yeah, taking advantage of your polearm.
Yeah,
Got it.
not gonna hit him though. Gonna just
Okay.
call out to him, and be like, "Hey guys, I brought some friends. Want to play?" And then take the dodge action.
Okay, nice. Please remember you're dodging. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
With that, the pigs.
Yeah, and then
take...
they all take their turn, which is great, but whatever.
Yeah, but you would know this, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so pretty easily, this guy is going to rush towards the building, being annoyed that he got shot at, and just start pounding on the building, trying to knock you loose, Marb. So he goes into a snow.
Rolls a 1. The building falls on him.
18 plus. Marb, I need you to do a DC 20 dexterity saving throw to see if hit the building really fucking hard.
Wow, Jesus.
Oh, sorry, 19. DC 19.
Dex save, dex save.
Dex save, Marb. As these other ones is gonna start approaching, getting into your reach, and they're going to make 3 attacks on you, Davis.
All at disadvantage.
Yep. Misses. 16.
And it's just hits.
Just hits. Okay.
Yep.
And misses. Say 1 hit. You take 7 points of slashing damage as one of these like strikes and kind of gets you like on the arm.
I'll say we have our first contestant.
Yeah. All right, Marb. DC 19. Ooh, Marb. Okay. As he starts banging on it, Marb, you're on there, and then it's not you. The shingling on the roof starts to slip, and your talons and your claws are not able to hold on, and you start falling back, and you start plummeting. You're not gonna fall this turn. At the top of your turn, you're gonna see if you're able to re-grab, or you're gonna make a fall of 30-ish feet down. Okay.
Oof. Okay.
All right. These guys are just gonna advance upon the group. They actually don't see these guys, so they're gonna go. And then
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm the only thing that anybody's seen at this point, I assume.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They've seen everything because y'all like kind of start up on the group, but they're gonna you getting surrounded and the one big guy here.
Okay.
They're gonna kind of move more into the group and kind of go for like the center of people. I mean, everyone's within 30 feet of each other, so they're able to get in there, and they're gonna just do a volley of attacks on some of the bird cause. Only 1 hit. One of them takes 7 points of damage. All right. And then these ones, so this more armor-plated looking boar is just going to start barreling through, just kind of down the center. And then the acid one is going to start like, you see that puff that it does in the back of his neck, and it's going to launch a volley. It's going to go for Al and Gustav. You need to give me a dexterity saving throw, please. DC 14.
Nope, just a 10 for me.
Okay.
Didn't
roll too hot here.
I have a 13. I'm considering a lucky. Come on.
Up to you. Do you want to reroll it, or are you gonna take it?
Chances are good. I'll go for lucky.
Okay, going with lucky. All right, DC 14.
Okay, save.
Okay, Al, you take 3 points of acid damage. Gustav, you take 6 points of acid. The Burden Cause member takes 6 points of acid damage as a stream of this like thick mucus burning snot acid gets flung at you. Push forward, and then the same, almost like as a wombo, it's gonna start barreling through, and it's just.
Do I get a reaction?
You will. Yeah, it doesn't know. So yeah, this guy will run by you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
16 plus stuff hits, I'm sure.
Definitely hits. As your blade shinks into it, it strikes, and it hits the middle. It hits the thick bony plates.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and hit the damages.
The damage is 6. 2 plus 4.
So yeah, it felt like it's a decent hit. It seems to kind of graze off of its armored hide a little bit. So, doing 3 damage.
Noted.
Yep, you run into this guy, but I think last time you decapitated him in the first round. Grant. Oh, and then this little caster is just gonna just making noise. You don't know what he's doing.
Oh, I hate him.
Yeah.
I'll say Marb. See if you can hit the one in the back.
Marb as he's tumbling.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot. I'm sorry. My bad.
It's just like Marb.
No rush.
Never mind. You're good.
When you can get to it.
Will I still be able to listen or hear that if I manage to grab?
Yeah, if you manage to grab, you'll be able to get. This is so you're like in the process of falling, but yeah, go ahead, Grant.
And did you take any damage, Davis?
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna shield him. I'm gonna move up, engage with the nearest one in front of me,
Okay.
hit him with the hammer, and then shield on Davis since he's out there.
Okay.
So you get extra 2 AC, I think.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Extra
know.
2 AC. I will hit the guy in front of me.
All right, give me a swingy swing. Put a blue dot. Definitely hits.
That dice did all sorts of spinning.
Give me that holy smack with your hammer.
Nice. 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
All right. You give him a good crack. You get him like in the chest, and you kind of, ow! You just got acid spit at you. Meeker's on deck.
It's terrible. Okay. I'm gonna open with the drawing a pan flute.
Okay.
Would Marb be within? I think it's 60.
Y'all are all within. Yeah. Y'all.
Yeah.
You guys.
I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration. He looks like he needs it.
Okay. Marb.
Good call.
What is it, the size of D8 or?
It's a D6 right now, and I'll post in the chat in a sec. Everything you can apply to. And it's an action. What's my main action? See if we got this guy. I think this guy.
This guy? He's the one more in the back is the acid armor pig.
Okay. Then on the closer armor pig.
Okay.
The one I smacked.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a vicious mockery.
Okay. Charisma save. No, wisdom save.
Wisdom, yeah.
What's the
DC 15.
hell no?
I'm sick. Mother was a penis worm. And then
I mean, that's just technically true, so
Yeah.
I don't think that's actually hurtful
the
at
best
all.
kind of true. Oh, you're right.
That's kind of makes all this true.
Yeah, that's right. It rings true.
Not even mad about it. It's just like,
He's just confused. Just like, what?
yeah, I fucking love my mom. What's wrong with you?
I'm like, okay, shit, I'm sorry.
It's the best penis worm in the history.
Wait, do you mean people don't like that? What? I don't get it. Oh
Yeah.
no, my whole world.
All right, cool. So it's how much damage you take? D4 psychic.
Ah, that's on the floor. Pyramids are hard. 2
2.
2 damage.
Alright. As you say that, you see this like twitch in its eye as it looks at you. It's just kind of right eye just kind of twitches a little bit.
I'm gonna point to him, kind of confident, like, yeah, I'm talking shit, and then I'm gonna shuffle a little bit, get closer to Grant, like, you back right.
Okay, beautiful.
That's
Selecty tool. There we go. Thank you. All right, Meeker's turn. What is Meeker gonna do? I have to remember what Meeker can do. Where's my stat block for Meeker? Okay.
Apparently not much, am I right, fellas?
Ayo.
Heyo.
Roasted.
right. Well, okay. So, you see Meeker draw his whip and gives it like a crack, and it lights up as this like radiant glow starts taking over the whip, and it starts to shed light. And he's gonna, with that, move forward and crack at the one that you had started assaulting, the armored boar.
Is he a cleric?
I don't know. What is he?
It's Indiana Jones.
Must be a warlord. We gotta kill him.
All right, and nice. Okay, that definitely hits. So, as he kind of cracks it, Grant, you're kind of studying him a little bit as you see this glow, and you do see that just ever so, just a little bit of like a little bit of blood just kind of comes out of like the corner of his mouth. Like,
Aw, shit.
He actually is Simon.
Oh shit!
It's a D8. It's a D4, D8. Oh, 2, 2, 4. As he cracks and he brings the whip down, and there's that like that slamming sound, that little, and it goes through, and it seems to properly strike the boar as it seems to take full damage. And he's gonna wind back and take another whip with it. See if he hits again. Natural 19, definitely hit. More damage, much better hit. Right. And then he draws the short blade that he has and just stands there ready to go. He's keeping his distance from this thing. Okay. Guardians. Woohoo!
Fuck shit up.
Yep.
Ah, look at them go! They're majestic
Oh.
and glorious.
Oh, that's so cool.
So,
When I grow up, I want to be a tree.
So, in short, because y'all had kind of seen them slink into the ground and kind of, in a sense, are kind of more aware of where they're going to emerge. And then just kind of, as they were, as if they kind of came growing from the ground, hands, these bodies start apparating, and they're just going to start pummeling. And I mean, all these things.
I'll yell out. I'll be like, I told you I brought friends.
All right, well, that's one natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 16, so those are all hits. 3 and 3, that misses. Natural 16, that hits. 17, that hits. Natural 15, that'll hit. Natural 15, that'll hit. Natural 20, that'll hit.
Jeez.
Dude,
12,
I think they're better than us.
that'll hit.
I mean,
Natural 20, that'll hit.
Like it all looks very impressive. They're actually weenies.
Okay, they're pretty good.
Nah, they're not as good as us. We're way better.
Okay, so this guy just gets pummeled into the ground. This guy gets pummeled in the ground.
Oh, shit.
This guy gets pinned up against the building.
that
This
Marb
guy
is
gets pummeled
grasping
to the
too.
ground. Oh, and then this guy. How much damage would they have done to this guy? So it's 3d6. It reaches, and you're like really taking it in. And it kind of like blade almost, and it just lunges forward, and it actually finds a split between the bony plates and just impales deep into the this guy, the armored boar pig.
I'm writing songs about this later.
All right, that's the
I
Guardians.
kind of just figured that was a given.
Dragnar's just gonna run, kind of go against big guy against raging guy,
Nice.
and he's just gonna whiff terribly. Oh yeah, bonus action. No, he raged. He can't bonus action. Gustav, your turn.
Hooray! I'm
Merge.
here too. All right.
Oh, hi.
I suppose. How fucked up is this guy? Has he been touched yet?
Yeah,
Couple
he's the
times.
armored. That one's the armored one. You've fought these before. They don't seem to take that much damage. They're much more hard and resilient. It's like covered in bony plates, and where you see bristles, it's like replaced by just like protrusions of bone.
Yeah, well, I like a challenge, so I'm gonna close that.
Nice.
And I'll go ahead and take a swing.
You got this, I believe.
Okay, 23.
Hell yeah.
Definitely hits. Woo.
Hooray! I wasn't sure if that was going to be like, damage reduction armored plates or armor class armored plates. Let's see here. Okay. Got the 2d6. Okay, 14 damage.
Nice.
So, yeah, nice. So yeah, you strike it, and it should be a really good hit. Where its ears, you lob one of its ears, and it starts to actually show signs of pain and squealing after it was just impaled and then chopped. You would have thought it would have done more, but still an impressive hit. It does, it does have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, but
That's fine.
still good hit. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think I will save my
Stuff to play.
fancy pants stuff for oh shit moments.
All right, Marb, give me an acrobatics check or athletics check. I guess this is
athletics.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be athletics this climbing. Give me athletics check to DC.
Actually, acrobatics.
No, it needs to be athletics. It's climbing. I forgot. Sorry. Athletics deals with climbing and everything. So to see if you're able to, grip on and keep your footing in your hands as you're being like, the building is shaking and you're starting to fall. DC 13. You should be okay, I hope. And you do have inspiration.
You do have inspiration.
Oh, fudge.
So you can add a d6 if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's bad when your DM says, you should be okay, I hope. It's like, oh, fuck.
Well, it's 50. Yeah. Hey, you did it.
You got it.
12.
Managed to
That's 13 because you have a +1 here.
Yeah, as Al's tune rings, and then you manage to get yourself.
Or wait, no, it was 12. My bad.
12 damage.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, you're successfully on the top of the roof. No more movement, but you're there. You look at the battlefield, and that little squealing, noisy pig is a pile of pulp. So who's gonna be your target, Marb?
Big guys over here.
Right.
He doesn't have cover by being under him, does he?
No, he's not exactly. He's
Okay.
a little bit pinned up, but the way that Marb is, peek over and just basically shoot directly down.
Nice.
Fudge, but I'm gonna have to cast punch.
All right, go ahead and take one mark. Casting down, so your quarry tracker.
That's right, you have that now. Haha.
So it should be on your sheet. We actually made it for you. What was it?
It's under features and traits.
Mark. Hunter's mark. And I'm forgetting something. Someone else is concentrating on.
Grant is on shield. Is shield concentration actually?
Yep.
It is.
So yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
How much do I have to?
I got you. You weren't hit. I was just tracking it so I don't forget. All right, Marb, are you doing a regular shot or?
I'm gonna do a sharpshooter shot.
Okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
it's a -5 to hit. Go ahead and roll me that d20 plus 2. I think, right? 3.
Hell nah.
Hell no.
All right. Even with the +3, if you were to goes wide and just sinks deep into the ground as you really pull back, you miss. That's your action, bonus action, movement. So you.
Yep, I'm.
All right. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Grant. Davis, your turn. Sorry. Cool.
Let's see. Neither of these guys have been hit right next to me, or did this guy hit somebody? Or
They got in the fray and they were.
if anybody's been hit, I'll hit them. If not, I'll just swing at whichever one.
Yeah, swing at whoever you want. No, they didn't.
Whatever. 30 plus 6, 19 should hit.
That's
It's, ooh, 9 plus 4, 13 damage.
how much?
13. 9 plus 4.
Wow. Nice.
Still-
Good hit. Like you reach proper slash from like the neck down, kind of across, and it pretty painful squeal.
Yeah. So, I'm sure there's some sort of weird flourish I could do here, but I can't think of it, so that's my turn.
So the pigs, they're gonna continue. Now that this berserker pig is pinned up by one of them, it's gonna pummeling into the guardian. Does thing. Gonna attack. That actually hits. 4 points of damage. This one's gonna approach on you, Davis. Natural 15, so that'll hit.
No, it misses. Oh, 15 plus stuff. I see. Well, with the shield, though, is his shield still on?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So my AC is 18 total, then.
18, 19, still hits.
Oh, okay.
Actually, 20. They have decent to hit. They don't have the best. Points of damage.
How much?
4 points
Okay, got
of
it.
damage. This acid pig is just gonna go after this verdant cause member who's dumb enough to stand in front of him.
No, Jimmy.
Rolls an 8.
It's
This
okay,
guy's
Jimmy's
gonna-
got this.
This guy's gonna attack the guardian. Do nothing.
Jimmy, you've trained your whole life for this, man.
You got this, Jeremy.
I got this.
Remember the motivational.
This guy is gonna take a swing at you. Wicked Cleaver, 19 to hit. On you, Grant. I believe that hits.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 12 points of damage and 10 saving throw.
Constitution with advantage. 'cause I
Yes,
know-
because you're Warcaster. Yeah. And then Gustav, as you chop pig ear, it spins away from you and is going to go after, doing no damage.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
the first one got it anyways. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, perfect. All
I
right.
took 12.
Yeah, you took 12 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
And then it is your turn, Grant.
I will punch him back with the hammer.
Gotcha.
That was my...
The one that took 5 points of damage from you so far. Oof, definitely hits. Ooh.
Put him in a body bag.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice. A little bit more damage.
Yes. And then I guess I'll take another attack at him.
Okay, go ahead. So you're going to use one of your War Priest charges.
Yeah.
That hits. That hits.
For 10. That's
Ooh. You basically doubled your damage with that one hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, he's starting to look a little. You smack him and he almost lets go of his cleaver, but grits and holds on. He's coming right back at you. Al, your turn. Guardians did Guardian stuff.
It was very nice. Very cool. Okay. So Grant's taking 12. Let's see. He's unharmed. I'll go. Well. Anything's not ready yet. Go.
And then it's Meeker. What do you do now?
I will. I guess soul slots, yeah. I'm gonna try my new thing. So seeing Marb catch himself really good, I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm giving them like, you inspire me to do lots of things. Lots of things that maybe I was still a couple. Gonna point at say, yeah, let's go Armor Pig. And I'm gonna cast a Hunter's Mark.
Okay. This is the first time we've seen you do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That guy. I'm gonna get that guy. And then I pull out my my tiny crossbow.
Marb, there's something oddly.
I've studied the bird.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
And I get it. Didn't really roll, it just kind of stuck.
That's fine.
Okay. Not 14, so that's +5.
That hits. So it does natural 14 you hit. You're good.
Sick. And I get d6 +3. 5 + 3, 8 damage total.
8 damage total, the big. Ooh, he's starting to look a little. Alright. Anything with your bonus action or shifting anywhere, or are you good?
Yeah, I might just stay like 10 feet behind Grant.
Okay, cool.
I mean, sorry, Gustav.
Gustav, nice. Alright, switching to Meeker's turn. Meeker is going to continue the assault with the glowing whip from a little bit of a distance.
Hell yeah, Reach Boys, what's up?
Nice. Natural 17, natural 14, yeah, both of them. So that's D8, D4. 9. Yeah, Meeker just gets his whip and it gets wrapped around the neck of the armor. And he just pulls real hard. And you just kind of hear this like sickening like rope burn sound. And and it kind of like intensifies in the light, and it squeals, and the guy is bloop.
Nice.
And then Meeker steps forward, saying, "Let's clean this up quick." And then Guardian's turn. Guardians are gonna do what Meeker's up. No more advantage because no more surprise, but 1 misses. Aw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got one more roll. 5 out of them hits. Alright. Probably. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. So they just kind of approach. This one on the far left gets pummeled. This one that you. The Guardian just kind of walks forward and just with a big fist clobbers it in the chest, and you hear the sound of its chest cave in. These two get onto the acid pig and just rip it apart. One of them grabs it by the snout, the other one grabs it by the hind leg. Pull. And it gets ripped in half. They do get bathed in acid as this guy close. They take 9 points of damage to all 3 of them.
I hope I'm out of range, I assume.
Yeah, you're out of range.
Okay.
Davis, that one that smacked you, just gets like grabbed from behind, lifted, and slammed backwards.
It's the tombstone.
Nice.
And then
My God!
The suplex.
As God is my witness, he is broken in half.
and then the one that's pinned, he actually missed against the. So, Dregnar's turn. Dregnar's gonna try to. Dregnar cannot roll for shit. Nope. Dregnar misses.
I believe in Dregnar, maybe.
All right, Gustav. From what you can see, surveilling the battlefield, Guardians have helped y'all clean up. There's just one of these boards that has like a cleaver, and then this larger, more meat, basically furious hulking pig. Who would you like to go to?
I don't know. Everyone's so dang far away.
You can make it.
Both of them. You can make it.
I think, yeah, I'll just cross to this guy.
I mean, this guy?
This one.
He's a friend.
In front of me.
That's a friend.
Oh, it is a friend? Doesn't look friendly to me.
These are the Guardians.
He slashes at the Guardian and does nothing. No.
Okay.
So it's just this guy and this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not much left. I guess I'll try to scooch around Dregnar if I can.
Sounds good. Yeah, they're in shift to make room for you in a sense.
All right.
After you,
Do
sir.
I have enough time to take a swing when I get
Absolutely.
over there? All right.
Yeah. The distance is not too great.
Oof. Not so great of a swing there.
Is it more than a 12?
I don't know yet. It is a 13.
Hey.
Woo!
Hey, all right. It all worked out in the end.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. 13 damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hey, actually, with that, and with, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
I think I'll just just cross over, just hack its head off, and
Alright.
be like, "Ah, what took you guys so long?"
Like just stroll up.
Seems like a pussy.
So yeah, as it's like being like pinned by the guard, oversized, just like muscle fight, you just kind of whoop, sling.
Very matter of
You
fact.
just cut his head off. It's not even a big deal.
All right, Marb. One last piggy.
Stick him.
Move Hunter's Mark
Perfect. It's moved.
and take a shot.
All right. Roll
Do
away.
it,
Sharpshooter.
normal, except in rolling like.
Okay. This thing's been pummeled a few times, so it doesn't. Go ahead and give me that shot.
Got him.
Oh god damn. Well,
I mean, you still get your Colossus Slayer and all that other shit. So.
yeah.
So 2d8
Plus
plus
a D6
d6
plus
plus
3.
6.
Oh yeah, plus 6.
Can you get it out of your wisdom because you didn't use it to hit?
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah. Classic Marb, just on top, sniping. Boop.
I seen it. He did.
He did.
All right. So with that quick fray, but an instant, a blur of action, there's a.
Can I add a little flavor to it?
Absolutely, yeah, go for it.
So as the arrow like sinks through, like going through whatever part of the body it goes through, I want to like grab it as like right as it sinks, like not to take damage, but then like pull the corpse in and be like, "I told you, you shouldn't have fucking come here," and then just throw it on the ground. And I'll try and throw it on the ground so I can keep the arrow and just like give it back to Marb, give him his arrow back.
Okay, that works. You manage to, yeah. You collect the arrow out of its neck.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, with that,
Well, that's the last we'll see of those assholes.
We retaken the city. We're the champions.
There's a lot of corpses, guys.
Marb,
this city.
Nice.
Marb, you're on the van. You're on a high. The group, you're still, for the most part, in the behind this larger section of building. This fray just seems to be like covered up for the most part or out of sight. What would you guys like to do?
Can I look around if I see any more approaching from any direction of town?
Give me a perception check at advantage because you're up high.
Because you're a damn bird.
Burst.
Did Roque not come? Roque didn't come with us, right? He went somewhere else.
Roque went with
Navaria, that's right.
So that's one roll. What's your other?
I forgot +2 on that one on the top.
Okay, so 12, and then you have advantage.
Yeah.
You gotta roll twice.
Ooh.
Okay, so 12. Marb, it's pretty obvious as you kind of like scan over. There are 40 some just pigs just moving through, going from building to building, kicking in doors, looking for whatever they're looking for. They don't seem to be that organized in a sense. It's just kind of like a flood of pigs just going, just ransacking, looking, going in and out of buildings. You see all smattering. You see a couple of those like double bear pigs. You see the large berserking type, some with cleavers, some with mallets. Those really freaky looking small ones that have that are adorned with severed hands, either like on banner or fixed to the waist or on necklaces. And as
Can
the
I
group-
spot like a good spot to do like our distraction or something?
so yeah, let's
Because it looks like we wiped that whole squad and like we wanted to give the townspeople more time to escape, unless we just want to turn back.
Well, no, we
No,
wanted to
it's-
draw them in to the woods, I think was the idea, right?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this mark that's moving around. So you guys are roughly around, so kind of where y'all entered. Count Square is getting pretty close. What you're as they're just kind of going through. The Fox Den is right around here. You can see where the buildings kind of make way for hills, those natural mounds, those halfling style buildings or homesteads. The mayoral patch you can see from up here is all the way over here. This is just a large grouping of all manner of different types of buildings. You're actually on Marb as you're here. You're on top of Sternhammer's. So, where would you guys like to? Where would you like to make a distraction? If that's your plan.
Deferring to
It's,
our
like the middle of the town.
There was
It's not that
40
far away.
of them.
Three
Still
of
got
what?
those guardians with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually I'll be like, so, Meeker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't
do we
Meeker
just
running the show here?
do we keep going in or what are we doing? Do we?
Yeah, he's,
I mean, I'm ready to kill some more. Let's go.
He says,
That felt good.
draws his that blade that he's carrying. He kind of spins it, and it does that same radiant glow. And he says, "Okay, Marb, what do you see? Give us a where are we going?" And then where are you gonna point him to? Because you get Marb.
I'm thinking we go to somewhere in here close to the
Okay.
town square.
Okay.
And because it's not that far away from the forest, I don't know, kill a few more pigs, light up a fire, and then try to
Are
have
you
them
proposing
chase
we
us.
set their town on fire? Or you mean like just in the?
I mean, it's
in the-
already occupied by pigs. Are they really gonna come back?
Maybe if we can.
If we can
Get
put
rid
it
of the
like close,
pigs.
I'm guessing this is a water fountain or like spot.
Yeah.
It won't
it's-
catch the buildings on fire.
All right. Meeker says,
We
"Okay,
could also
town square."
poison the well. Then the pigs will never take the city.
So we did the best when we could kind of get the drop on him. Where could we get the drop on him?
Meeker will say, "Town square is
Is
pretty."
this
open."
like an alley right here?
Yeah, in a sense, this is more like a major, like the main road that comes. And this is the mayoral byway kind of cutting through.
Yeah, let's just move steadily in and sure, like there's no more pigs inside before we start
is
setting.
the road. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Nice.
All right. So you kind of move in, get the group. Are you guys calming yourselves, or are you just rushing around? Because Meeker is going to suggest you go in, kind of quiet in this case. It was a little bit of combat, but that was pretty quick.
Yeah, his setup worked
Yeah,
last
I
time.
vote for this or stuff.
Gotcha. So the Guardians will also kind of take his lead. So everybody roll me stealth check. I'll get the group.
What are
We're
stealth?
doing like a big group
So the
stealth.
guardians are gone now.
They're doing that same link into the ground.
You said stealth, right? For everybody.
Stealth, please,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And just let me know what your scores are. We're just doing a group.
It's
Ooh,
good.
20 stealth, not bad.
Pretty sure I
Stealth
have
team.
advantage.
Al
Oh,
vanishes.
wow. Y'all are so good.
7.
Natural 1.
Shit, I forgot I'm disadvantaged. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 4. Because
Okay.
I'm disadvantaged.
Classic.
4, 7, 6. Natural.
High five! High five! Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, we did
Stealth
it.
time.
Stealth time.
Stealth
Wait,
fucking whatever. Why are we sneaking?
I put the shield over my head. See, they can't even see me now.
No, did anyone put on the hex armor or no?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
No, you didn't.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay, cool. That's what I was asking. All right. Believe it or not, as a group, y'all succeed.
Hooray!
You counted my 6 not as a 17, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
The Verdant Cause members rolled really well.
Okay, got it.
I
Nika
had
rolled.
the shield over my head.
They made up for the rest of us being fucking
Loud
garbage.
pieces of shit.
Okay. So y'all are kind of taking Marb is kind of giving, y'all Meeker looking up to Marb. Marb, you're kind of waving when to go, when to stop, when to go, when to stop. The group manages to kind of follow one of like the back end of one of these patrols that was moving, and they don't seem to notice y'all. The square is fairly open. As you're passing buildings, you do see that the mean to entrance to the portal way is either the windows or they're just busted in, and there's a few. It's still up for a little bit.
Okay.
Y'all are working pretty quick on that, so you still got maybe about 5 minutes of shield. Well, because probably even more than that. The fight was
Yeah, real
quick.
fast.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit! Drop. Okay, cool. We lived.
Oh shit, we're good at this.
So yeah, there is that little host, like the main body of the army seems to come through the town square. You see the whole smattering of the pigs. To cause a distraction, I just need to know, like, what is your distraction going to be?
If we're asking as a group, I'm happy to just run out there like I did last time.
Yeah, I say.
I still feel
pretty
like
sure running
invigorated.
around stabbing things with swords and stuff is pretty distracting.
I still
so-
feel invigorated by the Shield of Faith, so
Okay.
Yep. I mean, we
I'll
have
do the
full
same
guardian
little
support.
cheeky thing that I did last time.
Follow you in. Yep.
All right, nice. Okay, so
We are the spear. We'll
Yeah.
poke and then we'll.
Tip of the spear, let's go.
nice. Okay, I like it.
Hmm.
So, brave group. I appreciate it. I'm getting Meeker's diet already.
And then when we all die, we can all sit here and watch CJ play by himself and judge.
Yep.
Okay,
If
so
Rock was there, I would have. Yeah, whatever. You would have fucking been in your shell. Said something dumb. Fuck you.
yeah.
You
Sometimes
just
need that
smacked
little
something with your
fireball.
staff like an idiot. Just kidding.
All
We,
right.
we love you, CJ.
Oh, he's gonna listen to this.
Yeah,
huh?
he is.
Shoot.
Recordings. So as you guys kind of get to the town square to create the distraction, there are 20, 30 or so pigs that are just moving through. Literally, you just basically have to tell me, like,
So we're kind of we're out of their sight right now. We're like behind a building or something. Or
yeah,
okay.
you creep over and you got Marb as a good. They don't seem to.
But yeah. So has Marb got a good like vantage point right now?
Yeah, I want to keep my
Yeah.
roof.
So like once I get the thumbs up from Marb, I want to just like step out from like whatever cover we're behind and be like, hey guys, I don't know why you guys are looking over there. You should be looking over here, and then just like walk back around the corner towards my teammates. Like very slowly, making sure that they like notice and.
It's maintaining eye contact.
Yeah, exactly. Like even waving them in this way.
Gotcha. Okay, so I love it. So as you kind of do that, there's you get like a group of 8 in this case, and they see that and they kind of mindlessly kind of squeal.
Actually, I'll even be like, Simon says to come over here.
What?
Fucking get over
Bow,
here.
bow, bow.
Get your ass over here.
All right.
Dad? I heard dad.
Yeah,
Daddy said.
You say dad?
there you go. Okay, so yeah, so
Weird.
this group kind of approaches and follows after you. They do squeal, but they're not like alarming the rest of.
Yeah,
the,
I'm not trying to be like aggressive against them. I'm just like, hey, it's over here.
And they're like, "Arr!" and then kind of just come after you. So yeah, go ahead. They'll follow you, go around the corner, and go ahead and.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, everyone attack at advantage. What are y'all doing?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, they were just surprise melee or surprise.
Everyone gets a surprise, so you basically get to roll twice at because it's an advantage. and then you'll basically get an extra turn on top of this.
Do we want to just do? Do we just want to do last turn, last initiative order? Probably be easiest.
Yeah, we kind of keep that. All right, Grant, natural 20.
Hit one with the hammer.
All right.
Are we all just like jumping at them at once,
Yeah,
essentially?
you basically send it. But so we were just gonna roll. Grant went ahead and went easy, quick first. So which one do you want to kill?
Which one do you want to kill?
The first one that turns the corner, I just hit him in the face with a hammer.
All right, there. All right, so you smack this guy. Boom. All right, there's one down. A crit is going to be considered like an auto kill in this. So, you have your hunter's mark still. Wish.
Marb.
Go ahead and just give me an attack roll. Just tell me if you're attacking like a bigger pig or a small.
Well, obviously you attack the
Nika.
largest pig you possibly can.
Did we lose a Marb?
I think we lost his Mikey Mike. Okay,
Possibly.
go ahead.
Do you want me to go instead?
I pushed it.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Hey.
I'm an idiot. Gets me every time.
Yeah. Hunter, are you doing
Yeah, hunter's mark on the guy that just got attacked.
sharpshooter or no?
No, nor no, no sharpshooter.
Yeah, normal shot. Go ahead.
At advantage though, right?
Advantage, yeah, because he's completely like what? He
Say-
was expecting to follow a guy,
Okay,
not.
that's a lot better.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll me your damages. D6, D8, and then +6. And then Davis, you're on deck with your damage or your attack.
Okay. Do I get advantage? They know me.
17.
Yeah, they still weren't expecting to run.
Oh,
into
fair enough. Fair enough.
You know, like they're startled by this. Nice.
they should have
Okay,
expected
that
it.
Really hurt. Okay.
All right. So 2 plus stuff not gonna hit. Probably 7 plus 6, 13 hit.
13 hits. Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. So.
As the arrow sinks into that one guy.
Oh yeah.
go ahead.
If he's still standing, I'm definitely hitting this guy.
Yeah, he's still standing.
So yeah, then 10 damage. 6 plus 4.
Lob his head off. Just a quick arrow and a quick.
Like,
And
nope, that
right
wasn't it.
All right, these guys continue. Pig, they don't get their turn right now. Grant, you got your natural 20 to kill. Al, what was your roll?
I got a natural 20.
Al kills one. Do you want a squealer or do you want
I say big guy can run the corner
a
first.
big guy? All right, chopper gone. Boom. Meeker. Oh, wow, Meeker hit. Shit, that was a really bad roll. Oh, it still hits, I think.
Did he get advantage?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He rolled a 5 and a 7, but with bonuses, I need to have this. I should have moved his character sheet over somewhere else. Nope, still hits. Okay, cool. Still blazoned with his weapons. Oh, he dispatches one of them. As you hear this two really quick crack, crack, and then a quick stab on the side. As this one gets dispatched. And then these little guys are just kind of, that we're following are further behind as the Guardians pop up, and I don't even need to roll. They get dispatched. Good job.
Oh.
Okay. You get rid of like another group of 8 or so pigs. Just make it.
So did they see this? Hear this?
No, you seem to just.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
they're-
we'll just look at Meeker and be like, try to do it again.
He just nods. This is working.
All right. So same thing. Make sure Marb's got a good spot to spot him. So are they like
Mhm.
across the town square now, like further away?
Yeah, so I'm moving you back here. So you guys were. Marb, where are you going to lead the group? Because they're still ransacking like here, but you managed to confuse them and go back down this way. Where would you guys like to go?
I mean, just anywhere with a little bit of cover, we can try that same trick.
Mhm. So the
Can
fox
try to
den
run
is
out
over
that,
here.
like the alley.
Sure, I'm fine.
Okay, so you're gonna try to convince some more to follow you this way. Okay, you see, you see a bunch of them just going into home.
Yeah, I mean the same trick. Just I'll like
Alright.
whistle at them and be like,
Marb, give me a perception check as Davis gets out and hey, you have advantage because you're up top.
Ooh, yeah, yep.
Oh.
Oh,
And then,
manage.
yeah, that natural one becomes a 17.
Okay.
So as Davis is slinking out and stepping out, there's a whole different, like, the pigs for the most part need to be more piecemeal. They have some weapons. I really wish I was at my home PC because I had a really cool image, but I didn't have it. I apologize. One of them steps out, and he's not like as large as one of those like the buff berserker type pigs, but he's much larger than any of the other ones.
He's not one of the capital P pigs.
Yeah. He's a middle case P if we were to.
Whoa.
He's a
But
Machoke, and the other ones are Machamps, and then the
There
other
we
ones are what's
Oh
the
my
little
god.
ones?
Got extra sets of arms and shit. Yeah.
Machop?
but-
No, that's not.
I guess, but he's
Machop,
actually,
Machoke, Machamp. Shut the
Okay.
fuck up.
My god.
my God, yeah.
Oh God. As God is my witness.
But this one, he's where all the armor seems to be piecemeal and all that. This one, its armor, it seems to be fitted like to his body, formed to his body. He has a long chain kind of like wrapped around his large, just wrecking ball as phalange like head on it. And he kind of comes out and sees this half-orc making a
Hey,
hey.
don't say it like that. That's racist.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Come on, man.
And then
This half-orc.
Yeah, this fucking how you know how those people are.
and he points and he says, no survivors. And
I yell back, that's the plan.
okay. Nice. And then you slink away, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right. So as he says that, like he gets the attention of Marb. You're watching this, and there's now 20 or so going to be following Davis, not necessarily led, but directed. Seemingly more statured swine folk. So, are you gonna?
Can I call that out like audibly to the group?
Okay. What are you calling to him?
There's coming like numbers and where's the other map? Just like get ready for the ambush in the little alley. Like go. They're like coming your way.
Okay.
And
We need a safety word.
So,
banana hammock.
Banana hammock. There you go. There you go.
Banana hammock it is. So this one that's gonna be the Zerker. I'm gonna change its color. This is gonna represent the more armored one. Let's make him black. There we go. So the more shadowy. No, that's too stupid.
It's fine.
There we go. That's a little bit more color. There we go. The one that kind of blends in. He's coming, and in this case, where the other ones kind of like ran, like kind of. These are almost like a full-out sprint after you, Davis. They are coming for that ass.
I mean, I just basically ran the corner and I'm ready to attack because I don't. Well, I guess once we hear banana hammock, I'm like, do we do the get to the woods?
We all just turn and run. We all start running with you. It turns into a chase scene.
Yeah. So I was really so Meeker. Is this where we go back to the woods now?
Meeker says, with what the bird said, we need to probably start heading or thinning it out or getting more distance between us.
I don't know what that means. Do we stay or go?
We go. We make them follow us.
All right.
We go.
So boom. Yeah. Immediately.
If we get
run.
like a chance to like kill one or two of them on the way, like their catches, we'll try.
Marb, you have plenty of opportunities for pop shots, especially since you're on a higher vantage point. But it will slow down your progression. If the group is moving at a dash, right, it's a double movement, you're moving at your regular movement. So it's up to you if you want to take pop shots. Technically, Al, you could take pop shots. Grant, you could do Sacred Flame.
Yeah, I'll just take one just because. just to keep them like as thinly herded as possible.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and try to thin the host, if it were.
Just normal again.
Okay, give me that roll.
12.
On one of these guys, unfortunately, the arrow goes and out of the catches it, the sun reflecting on the bolt, and it just kind of puts up its shield and dink, sticks in there. I guess so. Anyone that has like a ranged option.
Yeah, I have javelins, but fuck that. I'm not throwing those.
You're not throwing it. Okay. Grant, do you want to cast any spells or anything, or are you just gonna move?
Because I'll throw my light hammer. It's my
Okay.
range option.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it has really short range. I don't want to get that close. That means
But you can only throw it once, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Gotcha. So you're just gonna move. Dregnar is gonna
just keep running. No,
in a huff move with y'all. Al?
I'm gonna shoot one, but then I'm not gonna worry about reloading. Book it.
Okay.
after that.
Go ahead. Give me a shot. I'm assuming no hunter's mark on that one.
Um,
You can move it. You're still concentrating. But then,
Okay. Sure, yeah. 17 plus 5.
Are you shooting the big general one, or you can? Okay, so just one of the ones. So yeah, definitely hits. So go ahead.
That was 3. 8.
8. Okay, nice. Sinks in, gives a little squeal, and then pain sinks in. The group starts leaving, heading out, kind of the, and you can hear just the sound of their feet and hooves following, tracking y'all as best they city to them. You hear like deep grunts and all that being.
So what are the Guardians doing during all this? Are they just running as with us?
They're just under like in the ground, kind of moving.
Right.
With.
Okay.
So the group manages to get kind of Sternhammer's general store. They're still being chased. The group keeps moving. They manage to get to the area, and then there's that clearance, which is sizable it's an open field reaching out towards the Foxwoods. It'll probably take y'all about a minute or two to cross in the open.
Yeah, it's Maker's plan. Whatever he wants.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Meeker says, to the woods. And you're going. I guess if y'all are going at a full out sprint, they're sprinting after y'all. It's basically like a game of chase. Some of the Meeker kind of says and calls out like we slow them down, and then some of the Guardians and one of them actually emerges, starts kind of like pummeling through, kind of setting some of these. One goes flying to the
I'll
left.
stop and swing too then.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can take another pop.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. So y'all are about halfway down the field when this happens. The smaller ones, again with the gnarly severed hands and feet and all that, they start doing that weird chanting sound that they've been doing, but they're further away in the back. And then the general starts, like grunting orders of some sort, which y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, go ahead. You basically, no matter which, are you killing a regular one? Killing a squealer? What are you aiming at?
Actually, yeah. Do I need to? Squealers are in the back. Is it farther range or?
Your range is insane.
600 feet. You
okay,
can.
pretty comfortable.
You're a sharpshooter.
I always forget like the scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But it's just.
this natural 20 is just killed. So pop, you shoot him. One of the squealers is making noise. Ceases to make noise. It's like. Straight dead. Whoever else wants to swing or.
I was gonna swing because as soon as Meeker says like we need to slow him down, and he said the Guardian like stopped and swing or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would follow suit.
Turn around and swing it.
I probably missed though 10.
Misses.
Yeah, and then I would probably run some more.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, like hit and then
also
run.
a
And hit
10,
and
and
That's
then
it.
run.
Okay. Yeah, so Meeker does the same, unload some of his Verdant Cause members. Wow, actually really natural 26 managed to hit 3.
Hell yeah, that's dreaming.
Jimmy knows what's up.
Nice. So yeah, they managed to like turn the Meeker kind of like and almost like in a coordinated effort, all strike with blade and whip. Managed to actually dispatch 2 of the pigs that got a little bit too close, and then they turn and start more towards the woods. It's becoming like this game of like ebb and flow where the group stops, slice, run away, slice, run away. You're cutting some of them down, but you're at this largest horde that has followed y'all so far. Some of the guardians start emerging more, and the squealers start like actually chanting and that. Al, Arcana check.
Oh boy.
Because Rock's not here.
Ooh. Arcana is +1, 20.
20 natural? Or
Natural.
Al, you see they seem to be channeling something, and as one of the guardians kind of goes up and is like about to basically pummel one of the squealers, you just see its form just kind of buzz out, and then like vines and leaves fall as it starts to like flow out.
Oh shit, that could go.
The squealers at the counter. We need to get out of here.
All right. Boom.
Unless
Run.
I can take them out first.
They'll break it to the woods, and then the big old, as the group is running, the general a seemingly unnaturally loud bellow and says, "Kill them for father!" And it carries and it like echoes through, and it's just basically his voice is chasing you into the winds, into the woods. And then as the group is running, naturally kind of look around, and the pig people start flooding out from other parts of Volpine proper, and you've gotten definitely the attention. And I guess we're gonna take a cool. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I hope this is a good idea, but yeah, we can take a break.
Take a quick break.
Or for
All
Voldemort.
right. We're gonna lead them straight to the camp, and then we can loot the camp and the town after everyone's dead.
Yes.
Nice.
The master
That's
plan.
Barracks. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, we'll take a 5, and then we'll get going.
Okay.